Hello folks, this is Sula speaking. This is another one of my old re-uploaded League of Legends videos from the ButtonMasherz channel. It's taken from the second round of an early Go for LOL tournament featuring the official ButtonMasherz team and was originally recorded on August 4th, 2011. Enjoy! Hello folks, this is Sula once again. You're listening to another video for League of Legends. This is taken from an official tournament game. This is taken from the Go for LOL Cup number 22, and it features once again the official ButtonMasherz team playing in this tournament against a team known as Team Green Forest. So that's where the TGF comes from. Playing on the part of the ButtonMasherz, on top on the blue screen, we have Cheesy Fries playing as Karthus, Funky Butt Lover playing as Soraka, Dark Cloud playing as Corki, Gun Crazed playing as Amumu, and QQ playing as Tristana. For Team Green Forest, on the purple side of the map, I'll pull up the inventory screen here. You can see we have Pinku playing as Sona, Swift playing as Brand, Koala playing as Jarvan, Mighty, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, playing as Cho'Gath, and Kaon playing as Ashe. So you can see the starting items for each side here, everybody except Gun Crazed, who hasn't bought yet. And we'll get started with this game. This is a second round matchup from this particular tournament. The ButtonMasherz team had a bye in the first round, so this is their second round game. If you remember, we did an earlier version of this tournament. There are periodic tournaments known as the Go for LOL Cup. There's usually one about once it's either every week or every 2 weeks. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's every week there are these tournaments, and the teams that make it to the finals win a small amount of money. There's also a standing situation where they keep track of points. You score points for doing well in the competitions, and then at the end of the month and at the end of the season, teams can qualify for bigger tournaments where they can make more money. So that's what the ButtonMasherz team is going for here. Anyway, in terms of laning matchups here, well, we'll look at them in a minute. Right now, it looks like the ButtonMasherz are not interested in team fighting. They're playing pretty defensively here. Oh, never mind. They are expecting a fight, and we have a big level 1 fight coming in. QQ taking a lot of damage here. Is he going to get finished off? There's that Brand passive running, but looks like he's going to be okay. Heal with Soraka. So anyway, big time level 1 fight right there. Enemy team, Team Green Forest, was all over that, jumped on top of them, and it looks like everybody from the ButtonMasherz is going to go back to base and heal up here in order to get ready for the rest of the laning matchup. So Team Green Forest, we'll see, probably going to take that blue buff, perhaps. I don't know. In any case, we'll see. Looks like they were not fooled. It looks like the ButtonMasherz trying to lay a trap for them in that brush, but looks like Team Green Forest was not fooled. I expect a clairvoyance coming in here, and nope. Okay, looks like Green Forest did in fact back off. Although there's a good chance that now they have taken over that triangle bush and could potentially be waiting there. So I'm not sure where they are either. We'll have to see. There's a very big incentive for Green Forest to try to deny this blue buff, but it looks like they are not going to go in. Funky Butt Lover is hanging around to help out. Gun Crazed here. They want to make sure he gets that blue. And okay, it looks like Green Forest has backed off. Gun Crazed is going to get this blue buff without any real problems. So with that out of the way, let's now look at the laning matchups. Here in top lane, we have Dark Cloud playing Corki. Notice that Corki is in a solo lane, not in a duo lane. You're going to have AD by itself in top lane. Corki, one of the few champs that you can do that with in the current metagame. Mighty is playing as Cho'Gath here in top lane, and it looks like he was expecting to be against Corki because he's gone with the cloth armor instead of a Sapphire Crystal or Doran's or something like that. Saw their jungler, the Jarvan jungler, up there top. He was spotted. Looks like he was trying to slip into the brush but wasn't able to get there. In mid, Cheesy Fries is playing as Karthus. I think Cheesy Fries has played Karthus a lot in these games, if I remember. He is up against Swift, who is playing his Brand. They have both started with boots and 3 health pots. Yep, looks like there was an early gank. Koala going for a very early gank. He started at red and then went up here to gank, but they did spot that. It was pinged, and Dark Cloud looks like he was able to escape that with no real problems. So in bottom lane, we have the AD carry plus support, attack damage carry. Champions that do physical damage. QQ playing as Tristana, and it looks like this replay is from his point of view, has started with a Doran's Blade, pretty standard opening. Funky Butt Lover playing as Soraka, a little bit surprising there, the fact that he has the Doran's Ring as his starting item. You don't often see that. Usually on supports they get more supportish type items. That means no wards at level 1 or anything like that. But nonetheless, it does give extra ability power. And look at that harass coming in there. Kaon's Ashe taking a lot of damage. Anyway, Kaon has also started Doran's Blade. Like I said, very standard opening. Pinku playing Sona has more traditional support items, Fairy Charm and some wards. More traditional support right there. So that's more of what you'd expect to see. Let's see, in terms of how this lane goes, Tristana and Ashe relatively even laning matchup. Tristana has a bit more burst. Ashe has a little bit more utility. Ashe has the slow on there. Tristana has more escapability with the rocket jump. So we'll see. Pretty similar healer and AD carry in bottom lane. That's just going to be a farm fest for the most part. Anyway, and then our two junglers, Guncrazed is jungling as a Mumu. He's gone Philosopher's Stone first. Wow, that's surprising. You don't often see that. Meanwhile, Koala is going for is going to be jungling Jarvan over here. There is the Valkyrie. Going to get hit by the Jarvan flagpole, but not going to turn into a kill. Dark Cloud doing a nice job. Again, for anyone wondering why you solo Corki, again, it has to do with the fact that he is one of the few AD carries that has a good escape mechanism with his Valkyrie. He can get out of situations like that one. But in the meantime, looks like we have a gank here. There's the wall. There's a very nice bandage toss. Are they going to have enough damage to burst down Swift here? There's a flash for a flash coming in there, and Swift looks like he's on about 90 HP. Looks like he is going to survive that. Used his flash, ended his ignite though, so Cheesy Fry is going to have the advantage in the lane for the moment. Noob, I don't know why he said noob there. Oh well, in any case, gonna keep the focus on bottom lane if there's nothing going on, just because this is where QQ was actually playing during the game, so it means that we get to see the health bars for each side. Anyway, see a ping coming in. Perhaps they spotted Jarvan. Nope, asking for a CV over there. Jarvan is, in fact, not over there. Let's try to look at the numbers right now for the farming stats. QQ at 35, Kaon's Ashe 28, so pretty even there. Jarvan gank coming in mid. Cheesy Fries, you burned his flash, had to flash out of that, but was able to escape. Looks like he's going to go back and buy. Meanwhile, in top lane, Dark Cloud has been getting ganked pretty hard so far. Let's see how he's doing. He has 24 minion kills, and he is up against Cho'Gath, Mighty's Cho'Gath 19, so he's a little bit ahead there, doing a nice job of handling that harass. In mid, let's see, Swift has 19 minion kills, and Cheesy Fries has 23, so pretty even there. Nobody has really started to pull ahead. The biggest early turning point in this game will be when we get First Blood. That'll be sort of the first big thing that happens in this game, so trying to keep a lookout for that. Again, it is hard since we don't have a real observer mode. There's Koala going back to base. Looks like he has cleared his wolves. Has not done his blue yet, though. It's kind of surprising to go 6 minutes without taking a blue. A little bit surprising. So Koala, that is the Jarvan player on their team, has done a lot of ganking. So he's been messing with top lane in particular, doing a lot to set back Dark Cloud. But that has slowed down his own jungling, and the fact that he hasn't taken his own blue buff in the first 6 minutes is pretty surprising. Like I said, he's doing so much ganking, it has slowed him down quite a bit. Meanwhile, Guncraze took his blue right at the start of the match. It's already about to respawn. It will respawn in in about a minute or so. But anyway, Guncraze looks like he's setting up for something down here in bottom lane, so we're going to keep an eye on this bottom and see if this turns into anything. Now Jarvan doing his blue. Looks like he might go in and try to counter gank that, so let's see if this turns into a fight. Here comes Guncraze. We'll have a opportunity. Maybe he can get in there and try to smite steal this. Don't know. In any case, doesn't have vision there, though, as the clairvoyance runs out. So nope, doesn't look like that's going to turn into anything. Meanwhile, QQ is still farming down here. Where is Funky Butt Lover? I wonder if Funky Butt Lover has even disconnected. Nope, never mind. He was just standing there so passively. I wondered if he might have disconnected or something. Anyway, Guncraze still waiting to go in here. Just waiting for Ashe to come forward a little bit. Wants to get that bandage toss in. Just needs another step or two. And I expect that they will try to initiate on this if they get an opportunity. And there it is. There's the bandage toss right there. Now there's the rocket jump in. Ashe going to flash away, though. Kaon right on top of that, but gets a flash down. So that's also pretty strong. Another good opportunity would have been going for Swift here in middle lane, because if you remember, his flash was down earlier. Had to burn his flash. But I guess with Cheesy Fries, his flash also going down, decided that we're going to look for bottom lane. Anyway, Swift has gone back, has picked up Doran's Ring. He started with boots, Doran's Ring, and a word. Cheesy Fries has gone straight Sorcerer's Shoes. Kind of interesting. My guess is that he wants the extra movement speed to be able to dodge the brand pillars a little bit more easily. That's my guess, not 100% sure, but usually when somebody rushes boots, it's because they want extra mobility. Anyway, Guncraze looks like he's setting up again down here, trying to set up a kill. So we'll see if he is able to do anything. Oh, coming out just walking into the middle of the lane here. I guess he wants a little bit extra experience. Anyway, I would expect that they will probably try to put that blue buff on Cheesy Fries Karthus relatively soon. Probably the most logical thing to do. Give Karthus that laning dominance. Amumu will slow down Amumu's jungling, but probably not that much. There's the clairvoyance. Wanted the CV there so that they could see if the Cho'Gath player was coming down to mess with them. Maybe they will just give this to Amumu. We'll have to wait and see. I thought that they might try to give it to Karthus to try to give them dominance in mid, but maybe not. And Might just give it to a Mumu. We'll see. And yep, going to give that to a Mumu. So they are, in fact, just going to keep that on a Mumu for the time being. Alright, up here in top lane, Dark Cloud triple Doran's Blade so far. Oh, looks like we have a fight down here in bottom lane. There's a flash after that Ashe player, and indeed, going to get the kill. Rocket Jump, again, cools down if you score a kill. So was able to Rocket Jump out right there and score our first blood of the match down there in bottom lane. Didn't see exactly how that fight started, but did see it going on. I saw that QQ looks like he Rocket Jumped in initially, used his Buster Shot because it's on cooldown. Can see that he used that. Must have used his Buster Shot, then flashed in, got the kill, and then used Rocket Jump to get out without dying to the turret. So nicely done. And now going to go back and pick up BF Sword. Going to make QQ very strong in this lane. Going to give him a pretty big edge over that Ashe player. Meanwhile, Dark Cloud, as I said, went for triple Doran's Blades to give him early lane dominance. 62 minion kills there against 48 for Cho'Gath. So he's doing pretty well here in top lane. He is ahead in that match. Nice clairvoyance spotting Koala coming in towards top lane. Meanwhile, Cheesy Fries has pushed that middle tower. Going to go back to buy. Let's see how he's doing. He is on 57 minion kills. The brand player Swift is on 46. So a little bit ahead there, but being a little bit ahead early can turn into a bigger lead later on. Anyway, Jarvan is in this bush. Saw him slip into there. I have to imagine that Dark Cloud saw that too, so yep, just going to back out there and force Jarvan to waste his time. Anyway, Kaon down here has double Dorans and Berserker Greaves. Meanwhile, QQ has one Dorans, only has an entry-level boots, but has the BF Sword, so he's pretty far ahead in his build right now. Now, Kaon is doing the right thing. That is, if when you're behind, stacking Dorans is a good way to stay, sort of stay in the match. They give you the best value for your money, at least initially. There's Koala up there in the brush, being revealed by that clairvoyance. Doran's Blades, Doran's Rings, they will make you stronger right now, but the weakness of them is that you get set back in your later build later on. So again, not a bad decision to pick those up, but it does mean that the Ashe player is going to be behind QQ's Tristana in terms of that build. And in terms of the farming, let's see, QQ has 80, Kaon just a little bit behind at 71, but does have the one kill. Anyway, that Koala has just been sitting in top lane for ages, apparently just still camping up there, not able to get the kill. This has probably been the biggest issue in the match thus far, that their jungler, the Jarvan jungler, Koala, has spent so much time in top lane, and he's been unable to kill Dark Cloud or really stop him from farming. So that's been a pretty big issue. And now, because they spotted Jarvan up in top lane, see how Koala is still up here in top lane? He is the jungler for the other team. They're going to take advantage of this to go to Dragon, and that's because they're with the jungler for Team Green Forest up in top lane. They have no smite there. They can't really fight for this dragon. So Guncraze can take it with this smite with no problem. So that's a nicely timed dragon. Oh, right there actually gets initiated on by Brand, but Cheesy Fry is going to be okay. Looks like Swift wasn't really interested in picking a fight there. Anyway, so things going well for the ButtonMasherz thus far. They did draw the first blood. Only one kill in the match thus far, but they did draw first blood. They took the first dragon, and now they've got the timer for that second dragon. Looks like Green Forest probably also has the timer, though, since they did Clairvoyance right as the dragon was going down. Anyway, QQ in a little trouble here, but that's why he has Soraka right there. Pop on the heal, give him additional armor. Every time that Soraka heal goes on, he gets, I guess he gets 65 extra armor right now, up to 80 at max rank. I'd assume that Funky Butt Lover's probably maxing heal first. Usually when you're playing support Soraka, it's the first skill you max, just for the armor boost and also for the heal. Both very, very helpful. Meanwhile, not too much else going on in the game right now. I like this word placement here. It gives a lot of vision, so it gives a lot of vision for a gank. See, spotted Brand right there. In the meantime, just going to keep the focus on bottom lane for the most part, just because, again, we get the health bars that aren't messed up there. QQ just about to go over 100 minion kills, right around the 12-minute mark. That's generally where you want to be. That's pretty ideal to go over 100 right around 12 minutes. You can do better than that, but in a normal game where you have to worry about harassment, you have to worry about people trying to kill you, that's about as good as you're normally going to do. Cheesy Fries has gone for the early tier. This is how I build Karthus, like to build Tear the Goddess early on. I've seen a lot of other Karthus players not doing this, though. I'm not sure if it's necessarily the best build, but it's a very viable one. You can build it into an Archangel staff later on. Anyway, here comes what looks like a gank on Swift right there. There is, oh, look at that flash. Cheesy Fries flashing out of what would have been a stun on the pillar right there. So very nice escape. I know I saw the Jarvan player in this area too, so very nicely done. Anyway, Kaon taking a lot of harass down here, but looks like it's probably not going to turn into a kill with Sona there to provide heals. Just very difficult to burst anybody down here. QQ, wonder if he's going for Infinity Edge or Bloodthirster as his first item. It's going to be one of those two. Again, notice how this ward doing a nice job of spotting Jarvan. Now they have warning that Jarvan's probably coming down the bottom lane. And yep, there he is. He's over here. So nice job, spotted by that Clairvoyance. QQ and Funky Butt Lover need to get back. They probably should have a ward in this triangle brush right here. A very important brush to ward. Looks like they know he's there, and indeed, just as I say it, there goes the ward into that brush right there. It's a very common path to try to kill bottom lane, particularly well, really for both sides of the map. It's very important to control that. Oh, here's an initiation. Ash Arrow coming in. QQ rocket jumping as the Ash Arrow comes in, so he's going to be able to escape. Nicely done. Looks like he was anticipating an arrow to come out because the jungler was there. It was a time when you'd expect them to initiate something, since they have 3 champs there, and the ButtonMasherz only have 2. So, needless to say, right now looks like ButtonMasherz are setting up in top lane. Guncrazed has blue buff. He's taken blue again. I'm a little surprised he didn't give that one to Karthus. But again, looks like they want the faster jungling speed. Amumu jungles much faster when he has blue. In any case, I guess that with Brand not taking blue, with Swift not taking blue, they're okay to have Guncrazed keep taking it. If the Brand player were taking blue, they'd kind of have to give it to Karthus in response. Anyway, Guncrazed stealing race here, doing a little bit of counter jungling with Amumu. Cho'Gath is over here. I'd expect Dark Cloud to be backing out, and indeed, there it is. But Mighty already has the full 6v stacks. Notice he also went for Ninja Tabby. He wanted the dodge boots. I'm sure that that's in reaction to laning against Dark Cloud. It's also in reaction to the fact that they have double attack damage. They have Tristana and Corki, as opposed to, say, 2 ability power champions. So that's part of it. Anyway, gank coming in here mid. There we go. Gonna score the kill there. It was a Mumu gank. Oh, is Guncrazed going to be able to escape? No, not going to be able to make it out of here. But now Cheesy Fries is going in on Koala, doing a lot of damage here, running his Defile. Is he going to do enough damage to get this kill? Yes, is going to be able to pick him off there. Just running that Defile does so much damage. So 2 for 1 in favor of the ButtonMasherz. Got the initial kill on the gank, and then we're able to turn that into a 2 for 1. Unfortunately, no health bars there. Wish we could see that. Wish we had an actual observer mode as opposed to this unofficial replay client, but can only use the tools we have available here. In any case, not too much going on right now. That was the most, kind of the biggest play we've had in some time, the 2 for 1 kills there. Anyway, QQ in some danger here, but that's why he's Tristana, has rocket jump, going to be able to leapfrog out of there. Looks like he's probably going for Infinity Edge, judging by the fact that he hasn't gone back yet. Let's see, does he have crit? No, he only has the 2% crit chance, so he is not doing a particularly heavy critical strike build, so he might be going for Bloodthirster, don't know. Could also, in theory, be going for Black Cleaver, but I tend to doubt that. Anyway, looks like they want red on QQ, so it looks like they're going to grab that, put it on, and makes sense. Amumu, not terrible with red buff, but there are definitely better options. Another nice word placement here, spotting the Jarvan player, and indeed, Cheesy Fry is going to back out, going to make it out with no trouble. Now, another mistake that Koala, the Jarvan player, made before was when he died, he gave the blue buff to Karthus. So right now, Cheesy Fries has the blue buff of Team Green Forest. He has that right now, so a pretty big advantage right now when you have the other team's blue buff on one of your AP carries. That means that he can use this blue buff, and then they can still give the next one to Guncrazed if they want to, or even to Dark Cloud. It's not bad on Corki either. Lets him do missile spam. So in any case, we'll see what they decide to do, but ButtonMasherz in pretty good shape right now. I mean, they're not that far ahead, but you would have to say they have an edge in the game right now. Let's see, how are they doing in terms of farm? They are ahead in farm, 141, 127, 125 to 117, 108, 133. So they're definitely ahead in farm overall for the game. And they also have the global benefit from having taken that first dragon. Dragon will be up again in a little over a minute, so I'd expect both teams to be getting ready for that. You can see the vision ward that the Soraka player, Funky Butt Lover, has already put down there. They want to be able to kill the enemy team's wards. They will probably still have this blue on Karthus when the next Dragon fight comes in. In any case, look also what QQ has done. He has gone for Infinity Edge, and he's also picked up a red pot. He has an Elixir of Fortitude, so that will give him extra health and extra attack damage. So that is definitely in anticipation of a dragon fight coming in. Neither team has a teleport, so that top lane going to be out of this dragon fight, presumably, so they won't be able to get down there. That's something that can help swing an early fight. Anyway, down here, it looks like Team Green Forest is going to go for this, but they're being completely revealed by that vision ward right there, and I'd expect the counter gank to be coming in, and indeed, here they go. Here comes Amumu. If Guncrazed can get this Amumu ult off, it is going to absolutely destroy Team Green Forest. Anyway, here comes the fight. Who is going to get this dragon fight right. Who's going to get this dragon right there? ButtonMasherz did take the dragon. QQ taking a lot of damage, but that's why he has the red pot right there. And they are going to score 1 kill. Now going in after Swift, 2 kills there. So perfect counter gank on the part of ButtonMasherz. They let the other team start dragon, take a lot of damage for it. Went in there. It was smite stolen by Guncrazed. He did take the dragon. I was watching the gold down there, so did take that dragon and scored 2 kills out of it as well. So very nicely done. Just counter ganked that perfectly. Now with Brand dead, that's going to allow Cheesy Fries to push on this tower too. And there they go. There's the timer. Number 1 silence. That probably refers to Soraka. I didn't see that play in the middle of the fight, but in any case, ButtonMasherz definitely came out on top in that particular one. Anyway, oh, look at how much damage that crit does. When Kaon's Ash gets hit by a crit, it just does so much damage. 2 towers going down, up in top lane, Dark Cloud getting top tower, and then Cheesy Fries, as I said, because the Brand player was killed, taking down mid. So the ButtonMasherz are now pretty significantly ahead, up 2 dragons and 2 towers on the other team, in addition to being ahead in kills and having an edge in farm. Not a huge edge in farm, but still ahead. Anyway, looks like Cheesy Fries, I think he might have been trying to do the wraiths there. First item, Frozen Heart on Mighty. You can see that the Team Green Forest really reacting to the 2 AD carries, stacking a lot of armor on their tanks. So that's a reaction to being against Corki up here on top, and then having a Tristana down in bottom lane. Anyway, QQ did drink that red pot during that, I believe during that last fight, or maybe afterwards. You can see when he gets those crits, he just does so much damage. Here's the initiation, rocket jumping in. There is the extra damage. Looks like he was arrowed, but because of that arrow, he was stunned long enough for Kaon's Ash to get away. But you can see that Kaon still only has a BF sword, while QQ has a full Infinity Edge. Just a humongous edge right there. There's the rocket jump coming in right there. There's the, oh, I guess he didn't get arrowed before. There's the arrow there. Soraka ult, but it's not going to be enough. Counter ganked by Jarvan. And now let's see if Funky Butt Lover can get away. Oh, Cheesy Fry is going to clean up the kill on Kaon's Ash. Is Funky Butt Lover going to be able to get away? Yes, looks like he is going to be able to. One of the advantages of having Karthus on your team, even when you don't get kills, you still get kills. So anyway, that was an overly aggressive play, but they were able to turn it into a 1-for-1 thanks to having Karthus on the team. Up in top lane, still a farm fest right here between Dark Cloud and Mighty. Dark Cloud 175, Mighty 129. Wow, you don't often see Cho'Gath get beat up that badly in a lane, so Dark Cloud way, way, way ahead. I'm surprised that Cho'Gath hasn't done better. I would expect him to be doing a little bit better, but it looks like he's really struggling against Corki up here. Dark Cloud's still doing a great job. Vampiric Scepter and the Berserker Greaves. Probably, maybe going for Bloodthirster, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe he just wants the Vampiric Scepter for lane sustain, wants the lifesteal. Don't know. I guess we'll find out. Not 100% sure what he's building. Funky Butt Lover going the support route. Heart of Gold. Cage's lucky pick, or Kage's lucky pick if you want the Japanese pronunciation. Guncrazed also doing a lot of support stuff. Has the Philosopher's Stone and the Heart of Gold. Also has Aegis of the Legion. And building more magic resist. Looks like they want magic resist against the Team Green Forest. Let's see. Cheesy Fries has already finished a death cap, and now he's gone for Giant's Belt. Interesting. I guess he's going for Rylai's off of that, or maybe he just wanted the extra health. I guess he wants Rylai's eventually. Anyway, QQ has managed to take down bottom tower. Like I said, they were pretty dominant down there in that bottom lane. We're able to get ahead early on, and then just really controlled that bottom lane. Like I said, getting the Infinity Edge so early, really helping them out. Now has Infinity Edge and Zeal. Probably going to get Berserker Greaves as the next item, I would think. Zeal does give extra movement speed, but going to need level 2 boots at some point. Anyway, Dark Cloud was standing around for some time. Perhaps he was either disconnected or doing something else, but looks like he's back now. Looks like he's moving around. We'll take a minute to look at the scoreboard here. Cheesy Fries has gotten nearly all the kills on Karthus, 401, so he's gotten 4 of the 6 kills and assisted on another one. Due to the part of that is due to getting ganks from the jungler from Guncrazed. Guncrazed has done a nice job of ganking over there. Part of it also just due to the fact that he's Karthus and he cleaned up that kill in bottom lane. Also got an assist on another kill. Anyway, it looks like they're going to try to steal this red buff. Want to get it on Corki, I would presume. A little dangerous here though, and it looks like they're going to back off and not make a play for this. I see 3 or 4 members of Team Green Forest coming in to try to stop that. So it looks like they're going to back off, not turn that into a larger fight. Anyway, a lot of people around Baron right now. Potential to... don't think they actually want to do Baron, but we'll see. Are in the area. Guncrazed does have that Oracle. He can clear wards. And right there, Guncrazed is... that's not where he wants to be, Amumu or not, and he's just going to get engaged on and absolutely blown up. Karthus just jumping into the middle of the team. Cheesy Fries doing so much damage with his early... well, whatever. We'll get back to that in a minute. Here comes the Karthus ultimate. Is it going to finish off Cho'Gath? Yes, it is. So they're going to turn that into 2 for 2. That was a pure suicide charge on the part of Cheesy Fries right there. I meant to say his early death cap doing a lot of damage there. So very aggressive engage. Oh, here comes QQ. Going to jump in on Swift. Is he going to be able to finish him off there? I don't know if this was a good idea. And that is the sort of play that puts you behind when you're ahead. And no, not able to turn that into a kill. So that was a pretty silly move there. I think QQ also had some buffs on him there. I'm pretty sure he already had red. It looked like he had. Maybe I'm wrong. I have to go back and look at it again. But I thought he had some buffs on him there. So a little bit silly. That is just an overly aggressive play there. Good idea, but diving beyond the tower into a 1v3, not the best idea. And it looks like he also burned his flash there. So anyway, not the best, but in any case, they are ahead. You can afford to make mistakes when you're ahead, but that is sort of how you lose games when you're in a winning position, is by getting overly aggressive, diving past towers to get kills like that. One good thing about ButtonMasherz is they have done a very nice job of warding up the enemy team's jungle. Now, they're probably going to lose a number of those wards here because Pinku has picked up an Oracle on Sona, so they're probably going to clear a bunch of those. Another thing that really set them back in that last fight was Guncraze did have an Oracle on Amumu, so when he got blown up like that, they did lose their Oracle. They were going for Dragon there, but it looks like they might lose Baron by going for that Dragon here. They need to get champions in here. At the same time, if they can get an Amumu ult into the team after they've taken that much damage from Baron, this could turn out really, really poorly for Team Green Forest. A very nice wall placement. They're catching almost the whole team. Here comes Amumu. Is he going to be able to get off an ult? No, not going to get off an ult, but still, just Karthus doing so much damage in this team fight with everybody inside his Defile right there. I don't think that's going to be enough damage. Wow, so much. There comes the Amumu ult. Oh, and the knockback into the wall with the Buster shot from QQ. Going to polish up 2 kills. I did not think they were going to get those kills there, but cleaned up another 2 kills. Now at this point, they're free to either push and inhib, go for Baron. Swift is very, very low as well. Has to be careful about this. Cheesy Fries backing off to do blue. Maybe not the right time to do blue when the rest of the team is pushing into the base, but in any case, gonna do blue there. QQ has picked up a double buff as a result of getting those kills there. Looks like they're just gonna get these 2 outer towers and then raid the jungle. A nice play there. They could have potentially taken a Baron there as well, probably, if everybody went to it. Looks like they're content instead to push towers and raid the jungle of Team Green Forest. That last fight was all set up by the Karthus wall. Karthus got off a great wall of pain, like right over here. The whole team for Team Green Forest ended up walking through it. They all got slowed so much, and it allowed the team to get in there. They also critical to that fight was they bursted down Pinku's Sona immediately. I saw that in the fight. Sona died like right away. Without the Sona sustain on those heals, it meant that as the fight went on, it was very difficult for Team Green Forest. They just took too much damage initially. Anyway, claiming another dragon. It's either the 3rd or the 4th dragon of the match. Not 100% sure. I think that it's the 3rd one, but don't quote me on that. A little hard to keep track. Again, it would be nice if we had a replay system that would keep track of stuff like that. But in any case, I believe that that's their 3rd of the match. They went through, they raided the whole jungle of Team Green Forest, so no red buff, no blue buff for them. The ButtonMasherz have taken advantage of that. They are ahead in kills, they're ahead in towers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 towers down so far. That's a lot of global gold. Not even 1 tower down yet for the ButtonMasherz, so they're pretty far ahead. A major farming edge too. I hadn't even looked at this. 2 people over 200, only 1 person even close to 200 on the part of Team Green Forest. So huge farming edge on the part of the ButtonMasherz as well. Their solo carries are just getting way more farm than the solos on the part of Team Green Forest. QQ already has Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, very strong. Dark Cloud has his Trinity Force, and looks like he's building a Bloodthirster next based on those items. Oh, in comes an Ash Arrow, but not hitting anything. Looks like it did not hit the target. Funky Butt Lover has picked up another Oracle. He is building a lot of cooldown. Pretty useful on Soraka, so you can use your heal more often, and also use your ultimate more often. Gun Crazed, I expect him to start building tanky. Has the Negatron Cloak, probably going for Banshees. And Cheesy Fries, yep, has indeed built Rylai's as expected. So are they going to go for this? It looks like they're going to make a play for this Baron right here. Here comes Team Green Forest. So So it looks like they want to bait this out, but with Karthus, you can do Baron very, very fast. Looks like, okay, it looks like they're not going to go for it. Going to back out. Team Green Forest doing a nice job of reacting here. And right there, you see the value of Soraka. Oh, right there. Great initiation. Bandage tossing in, catching Swift, catching Koala. Here comes in all the damage. So much damage from that Karthus ult. And right now, trying to burst down. Mighty going down. Swift is very, very low. Is he going to be able to make it out of here? Oh, going to go down to that Ignite. Looks like QQ had Ignite on him, and that's 3 for 0. So at this point in time, they are free to push into the base, take Baron, do whatever they want at this point. Another kill I didn't even see over here. QQ just chasing, going in with his rocket jump and being able to get the kill on Ashe. That was a triple kill for QQ. And when Tristana gets this farm, there's almost nothing you can do. Team Green Forest saying GG, calling the match right here. A little bit of a mistake on the part of the ButtonMasherz, pushing 2 separate towers. They really should just all be together in one lane. It's silly to push 2 towers separately when everybody in the other team has just been, well, I guess they weren't. Were they aced? I think they were aced in that last fight. Not 100% sure. Anyway, here comes the rest of the team, but Koala has been trapped by that wall. Another nice Karthus wall. Oh, chasing after. Don't know if they're going to have enough damage to burst him down. Dark Cloud getting pretty low. Oh, Koala going to survive on about 50 HP there. There comes a Karthus arrow. Or, excuse me, Karthus arrow. Here comes an Ashe arrow. Cheesy Fries taking a lot of damage, being chain stunned. There's the knockup on the Cho'Gath rupture there. Cheesy Fries, is he going to make it out? And yes, looks like he is going to survive. There's the Soraka heal, healing everybody. Soraka burst heal, and now the counter gank going back in, going after Koala right there. Don't know if there's going to be any more kills, but once again, Soraka with that burst heal. Looks like the Soraka global ult had just cooled down as that fight went in. Here comes Karthus ult. Can people make it back to the fountain? Yes, looks like they are going to make it back. Don't know if anyone was quite low enough to die. Anyway, this inhib, don't know quite how much health that inhib has. Looks like ButtonMasherz is going to go back. That's probably the right idea here. Don't really want to keep engaging on this too much longer. QQ has another 2,300 gold to spend. So he's going to be really strong once he converts that into items. He can pick up a Last Whisper. I would expect that that would be the item he'd pick up. Give him even more armor penetration. Right now, only has 6. Wow, interesting. I wonder what he's running. In terms of his runes and masteries. Only has 6 armor pen. I would think he'd have more than that from runes. Oh well. In any case, probably knows that he's doing better than me. But I would expect that he would pick up a Last Whisper as his next item. Look at this, Soraka split pushing with that Star Call. Star Call just doing so much damage to those minions. Purple caster minions don't even know how to react to this amazing Soraka split push. Anyway, Funky Butt Lover probably glad he actually gets a chance to farm for a little bit. Anyway, right here, ButtonMasherz going for this Baron. Only 2 of them here going for this Baron. They do not have a lot of their damage here since QQ's not here. But in any case, nope, are able to do this anyway. I don't know where Team Green Forest is. Looks like they just were not on top of that at all. Looks like they were down here in bottom lane. So in any case, guess they didn't have wards. Guess they didn't have anything. I guess they weren't expecting that Baron. In any case, QQ has gone for a different item than I expected. Has gone for Guardian Angel instead for the armor, extra armor and magic resist. I'm a little surprised by that. I don't think that's what I would have gone for, but in any case, it does allow him to play even more insanely aggressive when he can dash into the middle of the enemy team and still be revived even after he dies. So if he gets a Soraka heal on him, in addition to his current armor, he'll get even more. He'll be at 200 something armor when he does that, and he'll be able to get revived anyway. So a little bit of a strange item at this point in time, but I guess it makes sense. It'll allow him to stay alive a little bit longer. Did Dark Cloud go for Bloodthirster? Yeah, he did pick that up. Anyway, inhib going down right there. At this point, there's 2 things they can do. They can try to fight and push down the Nexus turrets, or they can back out and do the bottom lane tower. Safer play is just to go for bottom lane. More aggressive play is to try to end the game right here. They probably are strong enough. Oh, here comes the Amumu ult right into the middle of the team. There they go. Team Green Forest just racing back into the fountain. That's going to allow some of them to survive, but you can see so much damage here. Team Green Forest, even in the fountain, are barely surviving it. Here comes the Wish ult in from Soraka. Again, so much heal. And right now, going to take down the Nexus turrets. Look like they will be okay to do this. Not the safest play. Looks like it did work out. Probably really should have tried to push bottom lane. Would have been a much safer play. Oh, bursting down Kaon's Ashe, even though he's standing in the fountain. Down goes Swift as well. Just so much damage. Cheesy Fries, Dark Cloud, people suiciding left and right here. A little bit of a silly way to end the game. Oh, Gunkray is going to bandage toss in and then flash out of the fountain. So more weird stuff here. But in any case, this match is going to be finished here. Going to be the end of the game. And that's going to wrap it up. So the ButtonMasherz will move on, having defeated Team Green Forest will move on to the next match in round 3. So once again, congrats to the ButtonMasherz. Wrap this up, look at the stats, and finish up with this match. There's the final numbers for the games. This one was pretty one-sided overall. ButtonMasherz gained control about midway through the game and then never really looked back. 22-8 in kills, and it wasn't even that close if you remember that ButtonMasherz suicided 3 kills to the enemy team right at the end of the match. So really it was more like 22-5. Pretty one-sided. All 3 of the solo lanes really ended up winning their lanes pretty decisively. Cheesy Fries 6-2 in his lane, Dark Cloud 6-1, QQ 7-3. So all 3 of the solos out-farmed their opponents and out-killed them. And when that happens, you're going to win the game in pretty much 99% of the time. One of the mistakes that I thought that Team Green Forest made was I thought Koala just spent a ton of time trying to gank and ended up getting underfarmed in the jungle. He spent so much time in top lane trying to kill Dark Cloud's Corki that he got set behind. Not doing his own blue buff for so long at the beginning of the game was just a little bit strange to me. He just ended up falling too far behind and then wasn't in a good position later on, ended up getting a little bit underleveled. But to be fair, when all of your solo lanes get outlaned like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. Your team's just too far behind. They needed at least one of the 3 solo lanes to do a better job. I thought that Swift did an okay job, but he just got ganked too many times. Gun Crazed and Mumu came in a whole bunch of times, made it really difficult for him. The bottom lane, Team ButtonMasherz, QQ, and Funky Butt Lover just really dominated that bottom lane, and that was a big turning point in the match. Also, I was surprised by how well Dark Cloud was able to outplay Mahdi's Cho'Gath up in top lane. That was also pretty key because Team Green Forest was expending a lot of effort in trying to set back Dark Cloud in top lane, and they didn't really succeed on that. Okay, anyway, for anyone who's watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're doing another series on the ButtonMasherz team in this particular tournament, the Go for Wild Cup number 22. We'll have the next match up relatively soon, so check it out. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, consider doing so. We like to get as many subscribers as possible. So until next time, take care, guys. See you soon, and best wishes.